So I used my tablet to film a little bit of gameplay for you guys for the games that I'm going to talk about. So because it is through my tablet, the quality is extremely crappy and probably the audio as well. I just wanted to film a couple things to show you exactly what I was talking about, such as a little bit of combat, the area where it's loading, and then I showed both the videos that play before you press start on the game, which is, I know, the trailer for Black Flag, the more not so sexy version, and then sort of a trailer for Assassin's Creed 3 too. So yeah, so that's a little bit there for you. Sorry, I know that it sucks, but it's the best I can do. Also, because I was filming on my tablet, so not only does the quality suck, kind of like it is right now for some reason, and the audio, but at a good few of the points that I was filming, I didn't realize I had the flash on, so there's like this random bright spot, and also up in the top right-hand corner or whatever, there's a little bit of pinkish going on, and that is because my case doesn't fit my tablet very well. And I could not get that to go away for nothing, so sorry about that as well. Sorry.
To this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio, he holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Some of his fortune and adventure you seek, and Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs, for there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
Hi guys, so if you're coming here from the birthday haul, welcome. I wanted to do a separate video to kind of talk about my Assassin's Creed games that I recently got. This one was purchased by my boyfriend. He had no idea I was getting it, but hell, it was such a steal because, like I said in the other video, I got it for like $8. $9 including the warranty. And then this one, my lovely Papaw. I love you, Papaw. Came over for no reason and handed me $20 for no reason, and I kept telling him not to, and he did anyway, and I went and got this game. So I want to own every Assassin's Creed game, and I will eventually. It just might take me my entire life to collect them, but eventually I will play and own every single game. But I love watching LPs. In fact, right now I've been watching the DLC to this, which is Liberation with Adewale. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. In the game, I'm pretty sure it's called Adewale. But anyway, I'm watching the DLC, and it's played by Tetra Ninja. I do believe that's his name on here. Tetra Ninja. I think that's his name. I hope to God that's his name. And I've not finished it yet, but I really would love to have that DLC along with Liberation. I'd love to go around and kick people's asses for punishing people just because they was born with a certain skin color. That would be awesome to me. Anyway, and I loved Adewale in the game here anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about these games. Number one, I absolutely loved these games. I've already played through both. I've beaten both story modes, not like every little tiny mission, but I've gone through both story modes, and I had played these before I purchased them. This one, my cousin let me borrow, and I got through like not exactly half of it, a little under halfway through. And then this one I rented from Redbox, and I played through like the very beginning of it, and I had to have them. And plus, I have a huge crush on Connor and Edward Kenway and Haytham Kenway as well, but definitely these two just... So with Assassin's Creed 3, you ignite the revolution. The American colonies in 1775, as a Native American assassin fights to protect his land and his people, he will ignite the flames of a young nation's revolution. Anybody that's familiar with Assassin's Creed knows that this is history in the making, literally, with, of course, some fiction here and there. But you can conspire with real historical leaders such as George Washington himself. You can do multiplayer, and you can do naval warfare. Now, of course, this has a hell of a lot more naval warfare than this does, but they're definitely, in this one, trying to get you prepared for this game here. So, with Black Flag, which I believe they said, quote me if I'm wrong, or actually correct me if I'm wrong is what I meant to say, but I believe that Ubisoft has said that they're no longer going to number the Assassin's Creed games. They're just going to give them a name. For example, Assassin's Creed Rogue and Unity. I don't think they're numbering them anymore. But anyway, this one is you join forces with the infamous pirates. A pirate trained by assassins, the Caribbean in 1715. Legendary pirates rule the land and sea, plundering fortunes and bringing empires to their knees. Among these outlaws is Edward Kenway, a fearless young captain who earns the respect of the pirates, but whose thirst for gold and glory may destroy everything they have built. And you can reach it has rich open world playground, and I'll get into some of this later. Explore the largest and most immersed Assassin's Creed world ever created, which is true so far from this game down. Award-winning multiplayer, acclaimed multiplayer now with a new game lab feature to create your own modes, or mods, whatever, I can't read right now. Enhanced naval gameplay, customize and upgrade your ship with new weapon sales and more. And, of course, this has the DLC for, Freedom Cry. I said Liberation a minute ago, didn't I? It's called Freedom Cry. The one with Adewale is called Freedom Cry, and I do believe the DLC for this one is Liberation. I could be totally backwards, but I know this one's called Freedom Cry. Anyway, so, where do I even start with this? Okay, a little bit of differences is, now there's not a whole lot of naval combat in Assassin's Creed 3 because they're kind of just trying to get you ready for this one, because this one is largely based, not completely based, but largely based around naval combat, which is you on a pirate ship, you upgrade your guns, you upgrade your sails, you upgrade your ability to ram people, you're harpooning sharks and great white whales, and you're out hunting wild animals such as cougars and black, can't think, anyway, black cats, and other stuff like that, deer, crocodile, alligator, whatever, anyway, and you are literally a pirate captain, and the outfits, okay, I'm going to talk about some differences here. There was a lot of differences. Now, don't get me wrong, I love both games, but definitely, it was definitely more improved in this game, which obviously it's going to be. Every new Assassin's Creed game that comes out, what was that, is going to come out more and more improved, or more and more improved. Anyway, better. It's going to come out more better than the last one, but gameplay in this one was a lot better to me. It seemed a lot smoother. I don't know, that might just be me, but I liked this a little bit better when it comes to gameplay and combat and stuff like that. So, and anyway, so you do conquer forts in both. You are a captain of your own ship in both, and such and such. They both can climb trees excellently, right? Which I love that. I love that not only are they letting us climb and scale buildings, but they're letting us scale trees and mountains and artifacts and such and such. So anyway, like I said, okay, I love the combat a lot better in Black Flag than I do Assassin's Creed 3. I love the story to both equally, and I love the characters equally. I also feel like, I feel like combat and maybe climbing as well is a lot smoother here than it is here. That could just be me again. Whenever you are having gunplay, I love the gunplay in Black Flag. Gunplay here, because it is back in the 1700s, you know, so is this. But anyway, he only has like one gun, and it takes him an hour to reload, and then you shoot again, like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense that it does that. But this one, he is equipped with multiple guns, and I don't know if it really shows it here or not, but anyway, you have two guns up here, and he has some guns kind of on his back there, behind the hilts of his sword or whatever. So he is literally just like bang, 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 bang. He just climbs on them pirate ships, and he just shoots away, and he has the double swords, which I love that he uses the double sword. See, he's got a gun in one hand and a sword in the other, but you can do double sword combat. I love that. Obviously, you can pick up other people's stuff, too. But just the combat.
Hey, you can't do that. a batirlo de un tiro. ¡Vas a morir!
Also, whenever you are in the process of loading, like if you're fast traveling and we know what you're talking, you know what I'm talking about. You get stuck in like this little Animus world, little random thing where there's this big light in the distance. You know what I'm talking about, the process of loading, or when you're fast traveling and it's loading, or when it's saving, such and such. I like the little, what am I going to call that? Alternative universe better in this game than I did this game. I just thought it looked cooler here. Oh, whenever you are in Black Flag and you find treasure chests, I love the fact that they just let you loot it by stomping on that motherfucker and it just opens automatically and you just take what's inside and run off into your pirate ship world. So it's a lot quicker of a process whenever you find treasure chests. You just find it, stomp on it, and get your money and get the hell out. This one you got to sit there and pick, I think, most if not all the locks of the treasure chests that you find. Which isn't bad. I don't mind lockpicking games, but it just for me, and it could just be me now because I have arthritis in my thumbs. So sometimes holding them and then on top of clicking RT, which I have Xbox, to unlock the chests is rather difficult for me. And like I said, it could just all be me. So yeah. So like I said, I'd love to get Rogue. I do believe it's like $60. Right now, like it's not even out yet. I think it comes out on Veterans Day, which is 11/11, or 11/11, or 11/11. And the same day as Unity does. I would kill to have Unity, I swear. And I'm sure Rogue's gonna be awesome because Rogue. Okay, let me tell you this real quick. I know this video is kind of long, but I gotta tell you what I read on this blog, and I don't know if it's true or if it's just like this conspiracy theory thing, but I'm assuming it's true because it makes total sense. Okay, so when you are playing, I'm not going to give out too much away, but if you feel like I might, I don't know, spoiler alert, I guess, just in case. Whenever you play through this and you get to the end, it seems like the assassins are totally more in control than the Templars, and then all of a sudden you're to, which, the way they came out, you play this first, then this, but I'm just talking about the way that the Heritage was. Edward came first, then Connor. Anyway, so the assassins were more in control here at the end of the game than the Templars really were, and then we come here and it's like all the assassins are gone and the Templars are just like everywhere. Obviously Hatham, his dad here, is the main dude in the Templars. And the conspiracy theory thing, I'm not sure if this is true, so I might be stupid, but is that Rogue, because we know Rogue is where he is an assassin turned Templar. And it has been confirmed that Hatham Kenway is going to make an appearance in that game. And I feel like that is the in-between story that we totally missed out on. Like, okay, so you have, Edward here, and he's winning and shit. And the assassins are more powerful right now, or more in control than the Templars. And then he has Hatham, and Hatham grows up to become a Templar, and he teams up with this assassin turned Templar guy. I forget his name. Excuse me. Assassins turned Templar guy, and they do all their stuff in Rogue, and then this story comes. That actually kind of hurt. Where there's like hardly no assassins, and there's all kinds of Templars everywhere, and Connor's just like basically on his own until he starts recruiting assassins. So that Rogue is the in-between story here, the little fill in my headspace story here. So even though I would kill to have Unity, I'm actually excited to save up some money and get Rogue because I want to be able to finish the Kenway line story. I want to own every Assassin's Creed game. Like I said, I'm going to eventually get that, but I love the Kenway line story, and I would love to be able to fill in the little blank here. So it's kind of sad, that they don't have an actual separate game just for Haytham Kenway. I wouldn't mind it. We can do without. It's not a big deal really to me, but I wouldn't mind it. But I guess we're just going to be the guy that he teams up with in Rogue, so that's totally cool. And you get a shotgun in that game, so that kind of helps. And in the DLC Freedom Cry with Adewale, he gets a blunderbuss gun where it totally like knocks out 3 different dudes at the same time. So anyway, why am I doing this? I have no clue. That is just some small things that I like and that are different between these two games. Anyway, I enjoyed playing both these games. I beat them in like a matter of a few weeks because I could not put them down. Now that's the story mode. That's not the other little stuff. Story mode. And like I said, I wish I could get Unity. I really, truly do. And I wish I could find a way to record my gameplay without having to use a computer and internet and do gameplay videos for you guys. I would love to do that. I might not be as awesome as some people, and there's not a lot. I'm sure there is, but I haven't really come across a whole lot of girls doing Let's Plays on YouTube. I don't think I've ever actually seen or watched one. I'm almost sure there's one out there somewhere, but I've never watched one. It's always been guys, which is no problem. Stop burping. But I feel like there's girl gamers out there that's just as good as guys because it's not anything to do with the gender. It's just whatever. So I wouldn't mind doing that. So I would love to figure out a way to do that. I'm going to figure it out eventually and do some gameplay. And when I do, these ones will be definitely games that I do. And I wouldn't mind doing Tomb Raider either because I've beat that one like 7 times now. So that one will be super fun and awesome for me to do a Let's Play. Anyway, I have bored you guys enough as it is. And thanks for watching. And again, go out and get Assassin's Creed. Wait, is that backwards? Go out and get Assassin's Creed. I love these games. Love, 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 love. Thank you, Ubisoft. And thank you, GameStop, for selling me good deals. Bye, guys.